Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Eric from Canadian Geographic Education, and we're excited to be back for another live event for Marine Month. This is our third year of the program. It was created in partnership with the Canadian Marine Careers Foundation. And Marine Month is all about meeting all the amazing people who work in Canada's marine industry and learning more about what they do. So thank you so much for all the classes joining us today. I'm really glad to have you with us. For all the students in our audience, please stay tuned. In about 10 minutes, you will be able to ask questions directly to our guests today. And we'll also be having a quick Kahoot quiz at the end to kind of test what you learned today. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be sharing the info to log in for that a bit later. But let's get started. So today we're joined by Andrew McNichol and Simon Houston from the British Columbia Coast Pilots. So the BC Coast Pilots are responsible for safely navigating commercial vessels along the complex coastline of British Columbia, including busy ports, narrow passages, and environmentally sensitive areas as well. So their work helps ensure that marine transportation is safe and efficient and environmentally responsible. So Andrew and Simon are going to join us in a second and share what life is really like as a marine pilot on the West Coast and to answer your questions. So without further ado, let's welcome our guests today, Simon and Andrew. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. How you doing?
How's it going, Eric?
Great. Wow. So maybe just to get started, where are you guys joining us from today?
Yeah, Eric, Andrew McNichol here. My partner Simon Houston. We're joining you here from the Port of Vancouver. It's a typical October day in Vancouver. It's a busy port, busiest port in Canada, and we're on board the Harbor Patrol vessel Takaya, owned and operated by the Port of Vancouver, the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority. We're joined by Captain Aubrey Peterson, who's been so gracious to take us out today on the water, and we're going to basically take you guys on a little harbor tour.
Amazing. Well, I guess maybe could you start by telling us a little bit about being a British Columbia Coast Pilot, or what are the main missions or roles of the Coast Pilots in BC?
Well, the main role of a coast pilot anywhere in the world is for safe and efficient navigation. So we're concerned about the environment. We're concerned about making sure that a country's economy keeps moving through movement of ships. We're professional ship handlers. We're trained extensively in handling these large, giant vessels that you can see behind us. Okay,
fantastic. And so, you specifically, maybe you can tell us a bit about your role and what are some things that maybe most people don't know about what you do?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's a profession that isn't widely known or understood, but it's been around for countless centuries all over the world. When a foreign ship arrives in a port to pick up goods or drop off goods, a lot of times the captain of the ship may have never been to that port or may not be very familiar with the waterways. So it's important for their safety and for the safety of the environment that a local pilot comes on board and basically takes over the navigation and acts as an advisor, but also a navigator for the ship, and brings the ship safely through the waterways, keeps the vessel in safe water, and brings it safely alongside with no damage to environment and no delays and no compromising of the infrastructure. Basically, the goal.
Okay, great. So, I think students are interested as well, in a bit of your work-life balance. I don't know, is piloting maybe can involve some long hours or irregular hours? Could you tell us a bit about that? How do you balance the job with sort of personal time or family time?
So the work-life balance for a marine pilot is incredible. I work 182 days a year where I'm available to work. The other 6 months a year, 182 days, I'm off. So every 2.5 weeks, I start a shift, and I'm based from home. So I get a call from dispatch. I go move a ship in the harbor, maybe take one to Victoria, and then I come home. I spend a lot of time with my family while I'm on shift. And then when I'm off, on my days off, I have 2.5 weeks at a time to pursue whatever interests I want. So my work-life balance is incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say, it's definitely incredible, and there are also challenges that come with it. We're not always home for Christmas. We're not always home for long weekends. Sometimes we miss important events. But there's like Simon was saying, there's an amazing trade-off where we can have long periods of time where we're not at work and we're able to completely immerse ourselves in family life or whatever interests we have. So the work-life balance is pretty unique and pretty incredible, I think.
Okay, great. Well, maybe one more question from me. What advice would you give to students who might be curious about either working in the marine industry or specifically as becoming a pilot someday?
That's a great question. That's our favorite question, Eric. That's what we love to talk about. It's not an easy question to answer because there's so much to it, but we really want to just let everyone know that these opportunities are out there for everyone, every citizen of Canada that's coming up, every young person that's interested in working on the water that is able to sort of meet the basic requirements for basic safety training and medical requirements. That there's a lot people can do, and advice I would give is, what do you think? What would you say?
So career in the marine industry is it's not just at the top of the ranks, such as a marine pilot or a captain, where you get the benefits of the work-life balance. Every step along the way, from deckhand to shore personnel, it's all really well high-paying jobs with incredible work-life balance and benefits for everybody. So whether you join the marine industry with a goal of working your way right to the very top, or you find happiness doing what you're doing at an entry-level position, the benefits are there for everybody. So it's an amazing career. It's an amazing economic sector of the country that not enough people know about. And Canada has a thriving marine economy, and there's room for so many different career options within it.
Totally. And if I were to get into a little bit of specifics about where people could start, is perfect place to start is to connect with the Marine College closest to you, or there's several across Canada. There's a great university in Newfoundland. There's one in Prince Edward Island. There's Georgian College in Ontario. There's BCIT and Western Maritime in British Columbia. There's some great schools across the country and there's a couple different entry-level options. You can start like a deckhand training program, which is basically direct to work. You do 3 months of basic safety and basic seaman skills.
Not to mention the Imagine Marine and Canadian Marine Career Foundation as well. There's
true.
So many options, and they're a great wealth of resource and information. So
totally. And then the other option, the other schooling option is the cadet program. So there's several schools across the country that offer a 4-year cadet program, which basically gives students out of high school the opportunity to basically do a work up, and when they graduate, they leave with an officer certification and employment experience at some of the great companies across the country and even outside of Canada.
Fantastic. Well, that great advice. Thank you very much for sharing that insight. So before we turn things over to our students who have some questions for you, I understand we have a little video that you've shared with us that we can share with them. Was there anything we should know before about the video before I show it?
So one of the main role of a marine pilot is to move ships safely through their home port. What we're going to see in the video is my partner Andrew taking a loaded oil tanker off the berth and out through Second Narrows Bridge, where then I come on board, he hands over to me, and then from there I'm going to take it out to sea. So you're going to see me arriving on the ship, Andrew and I doing a quick handover, me discussing with the captain about everything I need to know about his vessel so I can do my job safely, and then you'll see Andrew leaving the vessel. So yeah, look forward to it. Yeah,
and one of the key things that we do in this point, we do a helicopter transfer. So you'll see that. You'll see Simon coming down on a helicopter wire, and then I depart by the same helicopter.
All right, amazing. Well, let's have a look.
Roger. Starboard 10. Starboard 10. Very good. Steady up 285. 285. Victoria traffic, I'll high up.
Okay, I'm gonna take my pilot hat off now and put my hoisting helmet on. Get ready for my ride home. There's a helicopter coming now to bring 2 pilots in to take over the ship from us, and we're gonna be flying out of here soon. All right, well, we're full ahead, making way for Race Rocks. You're steering 135 to rank up. 135. Yeah, you've got Grizzly up here getting your ass at work. Yeah, and he's going to be swapping out with KJ Gardner and Race Rocks. He's a swap. Yeah. Any opposing truck? No, not pretty boring. Okay. Very good. Everything's doing the ship. Good copy, your crew.
Fantastic. Well, Mike will be down there in a minute, and then he is.
It's good, Matt.
Captain, this is the most important part. If at any time you have any questions for any of your bridge team has any questions, please ask myself or the second pilot here. Also, if we have any questions, we're gonna ask you, okay? We're gonna work together as a team. Any questions at this time?
So once you make fast the truck,
Yeah.
what is the maximum speed that they have go with the truck? Would it
Tether, you saw we're gonna shoot for about 11 knots.
there is max?
So 11 knots, and that ties all in also with the Echo
Okay.
program. So for the killer whales, we're gonna make sure we're not making too much noise too well. So following current, we'll be adjusting RPM as necessary. Fine. Okay, great, Captain.
All right, that was very cool. Great video, guys. Thanks for sharing that.
It's a great way to get to work. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, rappelling out of a helicopter. I mean, that's you don't see that every day. Is that are you nervous doing that? Like, how did you become comfortable coming out of a helicopter like that?
Like everything else about being a Marine pilot, the training's extensive. We don't just willy-nilly go out and see what happens. We're trained the highest safety standards. The training's incredible. Our helicopter crews and pilots are some of the best in the world. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. The first time, I didn't have any nerves at all. I was just so excited to get to do it.
I was a little bit nervous the first time.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, very, very cool. Well, thanks again. So it's time to get some questions from our students. I know we have a class actually. Can join us on screen here. So I believe they're from Captain Mears School in BC. So
Great name.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully these guys are ready, and we'll see if we can take some questions from them. Hey guys.
Okay, so
Tassus, cool.
hey everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going in Tassus?
Great. Do you guys have any questions for the guys? All right.
Yeah, good. Go. Terrence? No, Caden? Yes?
Do you think somebody like me could join the Navy?
Absolutely. I think
100%.
that the Navy is open to all Canadians, and yeah, everybody's welcome to join.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a place for pretty much everyone and at sea. So yeah, I would encourage you, if it's something of interest to you, I would encourage you, if the Navy specifically is something of interest to you, I would encourage you to get in touch with one of the Navy recruiters and talk about some of the options. It's a great employer.
Yeah, well, since I'm in the Junior Rangers here in Tassus,
Cool.
our boss, technically, she served in the Navy actually.
Oh, very cool.
Great. Yeah, no, the Navy in Pacific has a huge Navy fleet, so absolutely go for it.
Yeah,
I have a question. Oh,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, You go onto ships from a whole bunch of different countries, and do you need to know other languages, or how does that work?
So English is the international language of the maritime industry. So most ships have a certain level of English. I personally don't speak a lot of the language that I come across. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm learning a little bit of Tagalog, which is how the Filipinos, that's their language. But for the most part, every ship has enough working English that I can get my point across.
Yeah, great question.
And where can you be based from? You live in Vancouver, you said. Like, so Tassus is pretty remote, although it is right on the water. Like, where can you choose to live if you are doing that job?
That's a great question. And that's one of the wonderful things about the marine industry, and something we encourage people to consider, is that you don't have to live in Vancouver. You don't need to have a condo in Victoria or Vancouver to work in the marine industry. Because of the shift work, you're working 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. You can live wherever you want, and you just have to travel, a few times a year to your workplace. So you could totally live in Tassus and make your way to Campbell River or Vancouver or Prince Rupert or wherever your vessel crews up from.
We have pilots who live all over British Columbia. A lot of our people are based on Vancouver Island. We have some people who live up in Port Hardy, up near Tassus. So there's all options are incredible.
Yep. Yeah, go for it.
What kind of food do you guys usually eat?
Whatever the ship provides us.
Whatever the ship provides. So we're really lucky in that regard. We get to try some amazing food from all around the world. A lot of tankers have crews from India, and the Indian food is amazing. It's my personal favorite.
Mine too.
So a lot of the container ships have Asian crews, so we get a lot of different types of food there, like Chinese food or Korean food. There's all sorts of different choices.
Awesome.
Do you ever
Great questions.
Do any of you guys ever eat MREs?
No, I don't have to eat MREs. The closest I come to that is when I go on motorbike trips. I eat dehydrated food.
Sometimes my wife will give me these dehydrated little beef jerky things, and in an emergency, I'll eat one of those.
Yeah.
What are your living conditions on the ship like?
So the nice thing about being a marine pilot is I'm very rarely living on a ship. Most of my shifts are under 8 hours. So quite often I'll wake up at home, have breakfast with my kids, come into the harbor, move a ship, and be home in time to pick them up from school. If I'm sleeping on a ship, quite often it's on a cruise ship, and they're really nice.
That's great. Good question. Any other questions, guys?
I have one more question. Sorry.
Yeah, no
I was a total nerd in school, and now I'm teaching school. Okay. What did this position look like before it was regulated? Like you said, it's been a traditional job for a really long time. So what did it look like before there was, government regulations and things for the job?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You want to go? Good question. And we've got a long storied history. Actually, the pilots in British Columbia predate the incorporation of the city of Vancouver. Actually, there was a formal pilotage service established in the 1850s, and really what that looked like was mariners that were licensed by the Crown to act as pilot, and they actually competed with one another, and they would row out in wooden boats and offer their services to sailing ships that arrived in the Strait of Juan de Fuca.
And pilotage actually goes back even to ancient Roman times, where foreign ships would come to a port, and the local pilot who knew the marine customs, the currents, where the rocks were, where the rocks aren't. So pilotage is one of the oldest professions on Earth, actually.
Cool.
Amazing. Yeah.
Very cool question.
Great question. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, any other questions, guys? Still all good? Well, thanks.
I'd just like to say that I'm absolutely thrilled to see a class from Tassus on this chat. We're so happy to hear from you guys.
Yeah, and for the Tassus class, if you want to know more about the BC Coast Pilots and the whole marine industry, we're planning a trip up to Port Hardy in the near future. So have your teacher keep in touch with us.
Okay, will do.
Very cool.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Have
Wonderful.
a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, guys.
Great. Well, we also have some questions in the chat.
Sure.
This one's a fun one. Let me put this on screen here. So, what happens if someone is fishing on the water and the ship can't avoid them? Does the pilot tell them to move?
We cut out a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you read that one? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so
oh yeah, go ahead.
okay, I'll field this one. I got it. It's okay.
Yep,
I got it.
got it.
So there are international collision regulations, and it's up to everybody on the water to essentially keep out of everybody else's way. Now, if I was bringing a ship out and there was a small boat in front of me, I would be doing everything I could to make sure that there's no danger to myself, the environment, or that other vessel. But the other ship also has a certain amount of accountability, or fishing boat, to stay out of my way too. So we all just kind of get out of each other's way, following the rules of the road.
And sometimes, yes, we get on the radio and ask them to move for sure.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. So, fantastic. Maybe one more question here from the chat. What's the most unusual type of ship or situation you've ever had to pilot?
I think the strangest one I've ever heard of was a livestock carrier came into Vancouver, and the pilot had to go out and get on a ship full of cows and take it out to sea. They were exporting some cows overseas, and apparently that was a very interesting job. I've never done one like that myself.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah. The other day there was a Canadian submarine alongside in North Vancouver, and one of our pilots. I wasn't on that submarine. I was on a ship behind it, but I was on a tanker coming out the harbor behind it, following it out, and the pilot had to pilot the submarine from outside, from on top of the crow's nest, and the submarine was mostly submerged. That was pretty cool.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely unique. That's amazing. Really cool. So, thanks for those answers, guys, and the questions as well from our students. So just to wrap things up, yeah, we do have a little Kahoot quiz that we're gonna share. Let's see how you guys do. So let me put that on screen here. I'll share the pin in the chat. Oh, while we're waiting, we got a few more questions from the chat here while I was just setting that up. So I've got what is your advice on the quickest path towards becoming a pilot after completing the Master Mariners program at BCIT?
So the best way to get into pilotage after completing your cadet program would be to get a job locally where you can start building sea time in British Columbia. And there's a whole bunch of employers who are all looking to take on people and train them, help pay for any further schooling, and support them on their journey to becoming pilots, because it's not just pilots that need people in the BC marine industry. It's all the tugboats, the BC ferries, the Coast Guard, the Navy, the fishing industry. There's so many different options to work on this coast. It's incredible.
Yeah, as soon as you're certified with a mate's ticket or a Master 150 or a Master 500, you can start accruing pilotage sea time qualifying time toward the pilotage exam on.
All right, kind of cut out there, guys. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. All good.
Did you hear what I said about getting a qualifying pilotage time?
First half of that, yeah.
First half. So basically, once a mariner is certified with either a mate's ticket or a Master 150 or a Master 500 or higher, they can start gaining qualifying sea time toward the pilotage exam by getting master or mate time on a vessel over 25 ton that's working on the BC coast.
Okay, got it. Great. Well, thanks for that. So why don't we get this Kahoot started? See how you guys do. Got 4 questions for the students. So let's begin. First question. What is one key responsibility of a BC Coast pilot? So building new ports along the coast, guiding large foreign ships safely through BC waterways, training cruise ship entertainers, inspecting fishing equipment. Yeah, these are hopefully easy.
Sorry, is this quiz for us or for the
it's
students?
kids.
Well, hopefully you guys know these ones already, but yeah, you could certainly answer if you want. But yeah, these looks like our students are following on very well. So everyone got that right. So we've got focused seal in first place. Okay, what makes the waters of British Columbia challenging for visiting ships? So there are no maps of the coastline. The coastline is complex and many captains are unfamiliar with it. Ships cannot use GPS navigation or only small boats are allowed. Interesting. Do you guys have a favorite place along the coast to pilot? Is there a certain part of BC that you guys love more than another?
Yeah, my favorite place is up through what they call the Great Bear Rainforest up in northern British Columbia. It's just spectacular, wild scenery up there.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, I love going through Grenville Channel, and I love piloting in and out of Prince Rupert, especially on a nice day, which don't happen all that often, but on a beautiful day in Prince Rupert, there's nothing better.
Awesome. That sounds lovely. All right. We got Focus Seal still in first. So who do marine pilots work with when guiding a ship into port? Air traffic controllers, the ship's captain, crew, local tug operators, Coast Guard rescue swimmers, or only the passengers on board? Pretty easy, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, ship's captain, crew, and tug operators. All right, Focus Seal still holding on to that lead. Champion Lobster getting close there. All right, I think last question. Why is the work of BC Coast Pilots important for Canada? So they manage tourism cruises across the Pacific. They protect marine environments and support movement of essential goods. They only work with military vessels, or they design new ship engines. Yeah, I think we highlighted this pretty well. So protect marine environments and yeah, supporting the movement of essential goods. So good job. Looks like pretty much everyone got those. That's good to see. Third place, we have Great Starfish, Champion Lobster. Oh, we got all marine animals, it looks like. And in first place, Focus Seal. Congratulations. Well done. You guys know your stuff. So wonderful job. So I guess that about wraps things up. Before we go, a few things I want to mention. First of all, just a big thank you to Simon and Andrew for joining us today and sharing your experiences and insights about working as a pilot. Thank you guys so much for being here and doing that with us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Eric. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, big thank you to the BC Coast Pilots for supporting Marine Month and helping us bring this event to classrooms across Canada. So can check out our website for past recordings of Marine Month events. Let me put that on screen. You can also find learning resources that you can use in the classroom as well if you go to that site. And we should also thank the Marine Careers, Canadian Marine Careers Foundation, and they have a website, imaginemarine.ca. If you are interested in possibly having a marine career, it's a great site to go for more resources and different opportunities to get your foot in the door. So please check that out as well. And just one big big thank you to all the students who joined us today. Some great questions. Thanks for all your curiosity and for joining us today. So keep an eye out for more Marine Month events coming next week. Until then, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks very much.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Bye now.